So I did my internal analysis on Amazon. Some background on it is it was started in 1994 by Jeff Bezos, I don't know, in his basement in Seattle. He started it as an online bookstore and wanted to do it based online so that he could offer more of a variety and have a little bit more ease of use for customers, and he wanted to do it online for a bigger variety so that he wouldn't have to deal with traditional inventory, and he wouldn't have to be confined by a kind of a warehouse, so he could have more things to offer. But then by 1999 he sort of realized that he could have a wider variety of inventory and started adding DVDs and music and some other electronics. And at this point he kind of knew that he wanted to take it into the direction that it kind of is now, where it's more of like an everything store. So for my SWOT analysis, some big obvious strengths are that it is the leading industry for a one-stop shop kind of website where you can get almost anything on Amazon, and it allows customers to buy in bulk and in smaller quantities as well, which a lot of customers like because you can kind of get a lot of things for cheaper, or just get one or two of something if you only need a little bit. The online base is another strength because it does offer a wider selection so that you don't have to worry about things taking up space in a warehouse or a store. You can use outside vendors like they do, like third parties, like Amazon does, so that they can offer more things that they can just pull from that third-party website or store or whatever it is. So they can use that as a way to offer more things. Their employee base is super, super cutting edge. They're very smart, and that kind of allows them to stay ahead of the curve and stay with trends that customers are asking for, because that is such a big part of Amazon, is customer satisfaction and changing and adapting to whatever they need. Like adding Amazon Prime membership where you get 2-day shipping, and then they kind of build it on top of that to give you Amazon Video, Prime Pantry where you can, in some places, you can get groceries and they'll send them to your house. And they've added a home section, tons of new departments. All of this added inventory has really, really added to the strengths that Amazon can offer. Some weaknesses is some people might see them as getting stuck online. A lot of people still prefer being able to go into a store and look at things, try things on, for instance. And they have a fairly high cost of goods sold and just expenses from shipping, especially for Prime members, because 2-day shipping is part of the membership, but it might not be offset by the membership fees. Like, a lot of people really utilize that Prime membership and really get their money's worth on the 2-day shipping. So Amazon might be losing money there, but in customers where they pay for Prime but they only get things that have 2-day shipping like a couple times a year even. And then some opportunities they have is expanding on the Amazon brand, which would start to offset some of the third-party costs, and they could improve profits, and also they could bring in more customers and keep them coming back due to the Amazon brand. It could be cheaper, it could be new things, so the Amazon brand could really be built there and cut costs for the third party. And then they could open an Amazon warehouse, which might be a little bit unrealistic, but if they have their own brand, that could be something that would help lower costs of shipping, and it would be something that a lot of customers might really be attracted to, since some are still so drawn to the in-store experience. They could continue to globalize, because there are still quite a lot of countries that aren't able to have Amazon products or anything ordered from the website shipped to them. So some of their threats could be copycats, which would be hard since Amazon is just such a big company. And hackers is something that a lot of people are getting worried about with identity theft, and since so much personal information is kept there, I mean, they keep your credit card, your address, all of your information is saved to your account. So if someone does hack into the system, it could be really, really detrimental. And just, again, local markets or traditional stores is something that could really take away from the Amazon business, because it's something that is so, some people are just so tied to traditional stores and whatever their local market might be. I also did a VIRO analysis, and I basically said that the biggest resource that Amazon has is their humongous selection and inventory that they can allow customers to have. And that in and of itself is so valuable to the company that it's something that no other company can offer, because it took so long for Amazon to kind of build that up, which makes it pretty rare. And then since this is something that took so long to build up, it's something that, I mean, Amazon customers are pretty loyal. They're very dedicated to the website. They like the website. They like the services. It's very easy to use. So it would be pretty hard to imitate. I mean, in theory, it would be very, very easy, because all you have to do is start a website and sell things that you don't even have to make them. You just pull them from third parties. But it's just so, it has been, Amazon has really, really built this brand and this customer base. And their employees are encouraged to be very self-sufficient and cutting edge, which allows the company to be more efficient and ahead of the curve, which makes the organization operate so well as a whole, that it really is something that they've built on, like Amazon was kind of built on top of this very strong base of customer satisfaction and efficiency through their employees. So they've really kind of turned it into this whole part of the organization. So their intended strategy was to be an online bookstore and focus on customer satisfaction and needs. They did this through the website and through using third parties to have a really big selection. And their realized strategy was they're a leader in the industry for online shopping, which was done through the biggest inventory, the widest variety of things that they offer, the developments based on customer needs, like Prime membership for quick shipping, which then was developed even further to kind of offer, I think even they have like a Kindle library you can pull from if you're a Prime member. The development of the Amazon Kindle, which many people use, and then they continuously add products, add their own products. Amazon has started to build that brand, which is really, really interesting and kind of an emergent strategy that they formed too. And they increased their ease of use, which was something that they wanted even from the beginning, through the one-click feature, which you can set up through your account. And so their emergent strategies were additions to the Prime membership, which is Prime Pantry and Prime Video, and the development of the Kindle, which in the beginning was never, I mean, it wasn't even thought of, and then the Amazon brand on top of that, because the whole idea was to pull from third parties, but then this new idea kind of came out of nowhere, and then using their own brand limits the need for outside parties to supply the products. So overall, Amazon has really developed into this whole thing that they didn't even see coming, I think. But yeah, that's just a little bit of an inside of Amazon.